out of control. There's no justification for what I did. And if there's such thing as Murphy's Law, which I do believe exists, everything that fell out of place from the first time I met her, from not being totally honest about myself and who I am, has created an environment of distrust, has made me look like always an habitual liar, has made her difficult to believe anything that comes out of my mouth. Can I be angry with Tracy about this? No. Can I be angry with me about it? I can't afford to be angry with me about it anymore because I'm the perpetrator. I'm the one who causes her to have these episodes of rage. But am I Steve? No. Am I Ed? No. Am I Vancy? No. I am me. I did these things individually. I created this environment that we are surviving in. I couldn't be honest about things that's going on in my life. I was not sharing with her as well as she was sharing with me about what's going on in my life. She's asked me on more than one occasion, Ron, you need to spill your truth. And I keep wondering, Tracy, what do you mean by truth? Because, see, I created that too. Because had I been forthcoming, I wouldn't be in this position now. I wouldn't have to continue to explain myself or have anything else to explain. Because, see, unanswered questions in this predicament makes it seem like there's still something else going on. There's been acts of thievery. Things have come up missing. Socks, hats, cigarettes. Um, what other things come up missing?
The You forgot the Blackwood
Oh, and
sexual
in
lotion,
the backwood and the sexual ocean. Now,
money.
she is now. These are all the kickers. You see, I'm at the end of my marriage right now because of the things that I've done, and I'll admit the things I've done for the sexual acts. Yes, I cannot convince her in any way, shape, form, or fashion about the things that came up missing. Even though at one time or another some have come back up, some still haven't, and I don't know if they ever will. But it doesn't make a difference because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's supposed to have taken them when I keep telling them. I've done a lot of things, but stealing from you, I will never do. If you look at my apartment, everything in here, with the exception of that TV, the couch, the chairs, the furniture, the pictures on the wall, the table in the kitchen, the microwave, the deep freezer, the armoire, the tables, the bed, the rug, the chairs, the rack with the food on it, rack with the shoes on it, shower curtain, toilet seat even. All of these things, coffee pot, end tables, all of these things Tracy's given me. Now, I'm at a point right now where I'm trying to climb up this prepositional phrase called a mountain. How do I get through it? How do I get around it? I don't know. I only know that the pain that I've caused her is palpable, it's great. But I don't know how to fix it. I can sit here and I can just, go ahead and just make it easier. Let's go ahead and just tell her some more lies. But that solves no purpose. I've done that already. How can I convince someone who's been so traumatized, and not just by me, that there is truth in this body, there's truth in this voice? If I can start all over again, we would not be in this position. If I can undo the things I've done, we wouldn't be in this position. I know that says everything has to come to an ending, but not this way. This is not the way to do it. Do I tell Tracy? Yes, Tracy. I was the one that stole your hats. I was the one that stole the cigarettes. I was the one that stole the socks. And I was the one that stole your money too. Let's talk about the sex lotion. Conviction is that I used it on someone other than her. Well, if I'm going to end this marriage, I'm going to end it with the truth that's come out of my mouth. I have never used that lotion on anybody else. My mistake was taking it and putting it under the bed. Guilty, I am of that. But I'm more guilty of doing something to her without her permission. That's my guilt with that. The backwoods, well, I don't smoke weed no more, never did. The only other person I know who smokes weed now is my stepson, my brother, and another person in this building who I do not associate with when it comes to that. So I got rid of it. I had no business doing that because I had to. There's nowhere to be found here. But I wish I had never touched it or anything else for that matter. You see, it seems it doesn't matter whether I touch anything or not. If it comes up missing, I had to be the one to do it because I'm here. I had to be. There's no other mistakes made in any other way, shape, form, or fashion. I had to be the one to do it. How much more weight and guilt do I have to take upon my shoulders, considering everything that I have admitted to doing? And even that was difficult because I didn't want to admit that I was wrong. I didn't want to admit or stand up and take responsibility for what I had done. So can I get angry and be mad at Tracy because she wants to go do what she wants to do? No, I can't. I can't do that. Because that can be considered, oh, you got something else to hide. No, I don't. I have nothing else to hide except my shame and my guilt. But I won't let that overwhelm me because that's something that Satan can play with. He can use against me. I've given him a large majority of my life. And I brought my garbage into my marriage and now my relationship with her. She don't deserve me any more than I deserve her. She deserves someone better than me. And I deserve no one. Because that's if there was a setup, that's a setup I have created. Not having anyone. Being responsible for me and me only. But see, that's not what I want either. What I do want is a civil relationship with my wife. To be able to start again. To be able to make right the things that I've done wrong. And not be force-fed things that I'm not doing. And not be constantly reminded of what I had done. I'm a big boy now. I realize the things I've done. But I'm dealing with a woman, not a child. But I need her to know that whoever I was a year and a half ago, I'm not today. I'm not the best, but I'm better than I was before. I have a lot of work to do. And she's helped me even with that. Through her own pain, she found it necessary to help me. And she didn't have to. She could have walked away. But she's still here. Is she here to destroy what's left? I'm not. Whatever's left, I'm trying to hold on to, and it's a lifeline. If she walks out of this life today, I can't get mad because I already stated she deserves better. Am I still lying? No. Am I still cheating? No. Do I have anyone on the side? No. But I do have someone on the inside. Her name is Tracy. And I was a fool because had I been honest about myself and about everything from the beginning, I would not find myself in this position, having to explain things that need not be explained at all, because there would have been trust. I would have been available for her as she has been for me, and I had not been. I didn't man up to my responsibilities. So now I pay the price. I lose everything now because of my infidelity, because of my lies, and because of my deceptions. I don't know what else to do except leave it somewhere where I cannot touch it, and to give it to where it must be given. Because right now, I'm emotionally, psychologically, and physically broke. And I don't know how to reach her. This is my epitaph. This is my end. This is her beginning. I'm just sorry that she doesn't believe there's nothing else to fear from me, and that I am not doing anything else to hurt her any more than I have. And I'm sorry that she has to go to extremes to prove that I am. So with that being said, whoever gets this message after me, please know it's never too late to learn how to be a decent human being, given everything that I have done and what I created.
Well, I hate to tell you this while you're singing your little song there.
And she thinks
You ain't
once
saying
again,
nothing. You're just
but see,
repeating yourself.
so you know what? This is what I face. When I say obstinance, I mean a stubbornness that's beyond all compare. I'm stubborn.
Well,
I am. I can admit I am stubborn.
That's not really being
That's
stubborn.
why.
What it is you're right back at your I stole the cookie thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
And saying I stole the cookie doesn't really mean anything, because everybody can steal a
Well, then
cookie.
guess what? Listen,
no big deal.
World, here's the deal. I'm not going to allow myself to save my marriage. I'm not going to tell another lie to save my marriage.
We just talk
I'm going to talk about what I had done already. I don't know what else she is talking about.
Because you're going around about the subject.
Subject of what? Cheating? Subject of stealing?
Ron,
subject of
that's
lying?
a title.
Subject
why don't you sit there and
titled,
tell them? Why don't you tell them exactly what happened?
Title? What title?
Ron, come on. Why don't you just tell exactly?
Well, listen
Take
here.
the one down on Frankfurt Avenue. Talk about that, because you see, actually, I have 3 addresses.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I have the one at 05, and then I also have the one at 02, Marston Street, okay? And here's the funny part.
Yes,
this is why I said, are you still taping, please?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you see, that's 2 people right there.
Continue.
Okay, which will be Jackie and I believe Maya. But Maya is the one that's down there on Frankfurt. But it's not really Frankfurt, because actually she was someplace else. It was another girl, okay, which makes 3 people.
So what Tracy is saying And then y'all, well, this is still me, by the way, people. This is my hand. What she is saying is that now I have 3 females, and I never had 3.
Well, why don't you talk about the whole incident, how you stood on the corner,
And you
but
know
yet
what?
you
She's
went
right.
back
You
to
know
this
what?
place
And
3
you know
times
what?
in one
And you
day.
know what?
Then you
really.
want to say
Oh,
that,
this is my recording. Hold on.
yes, it is, but
Uh,
I can talk whatever I want.
so now
It's my party and I'll cry if I
she's
want to.
absolutely right. She said, just like the asshole I was, I stood on that corner 3 times like a knucklehead. Don't know what rejection is. When someone say you can't do it, you ain't built for
Oh,
it.
you
and
said,
say-
you know, she
and
wanted
you
to
know,
pay you.
and you know, and
She wanted to pay you for you to fuck her, so I was cool with that.
oh, that's a compliment. And she got money involved. No money change hands.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
she
not that
just
good.
wanted to really.
Oh, wow, my light came on. Thank you.
Yeah, she just wanted to,
You know
this.
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get it straight.
You know what? Arrogance is a bitch.
She paid you a
Paid me a
compliment.
compliment, and my head just got.
And
so,
here's the part that I'm a little fucked up. Excuse my language.
Oh no, she's not the only
3
one
times
fucked up.
did she give you a compliment
No.
on them jeans? Oh yeah, honey, you wearing them jeans.
Wow.
So I don't understand.
Isn't
3
that
times
vanity?
she had to compliment you on the jeans for you to go, for her to come to the door. Mind you, this chick is supposed to be married, but come to her house.
Wow, isn't that something?
Her house where her husband lives.
Isn't that something else?
3 times in one day.
Isn't that something else?
You standing on the corner, you going
like
back.
a knucklehead.
So you know what? I feel as though really and truly, with 3 times, that's
should
a
have been-
lie.
That is a lot.
It's a lie, not a lot, a
It's a-
lie.
Oh,
Because
really?
obviously, here's the better part. At another given
I want
point
y'all to
of a
listen.
conversation, I
Uh-huh.
said, Ron, do you know anybody in this neighborhood? No.
And I lied about
Yeah,
that.
but we're standing on the corner. Oh, yeah, that's the person around the corner, such and such and such. Yeah, he's the mister and this, that. I said, well, wait a minute. How do you know his name if you don't know nobody around the corner?
You see what she's doing? Now, see, I can't condemn myself anymore. I can just let her talk
So
and shut
now,
my mouth.
and here's another one.
Go
You
ahead.
had the
Come on.
audacity to come back and tell me
There we go. We finally got a
I
picture.
wasn't even going to tell you.
Yes, I did say that. I sure
Because
did.
everybody does it.
Yes, I
And
said
at
that too.
that particular
And you know
point,
what?
I was a little
Tell me.
outdone.
What the hell was I thinking when I said that one? Right?
And then here's
Right,
the
yeah.
worst part of all.
Still in pain.
No,
And I
I'm not
killed
in
it.
pain, but
I
here's the
killed it.
fucked up part of all.
That's even worse.
You see, I offered my husband my nurturing self, and
And I
there was
didn't-
no other man that I ever thought, because I was on a 7-year pelvic rest,
I screwed that
but
up,
no
too.
other man did I ever want to pour all my love into.
And I
And no
lost
matter
that.
what my background was, I wanted to honor my husband.
And I
So
lost
instead
that,
of
too.
saying I represent the Hoes R Us, only for him just to simply accept me, what I really was doing was trying to turn my negative behaviors and attitudes and disposition, and even the fact that I don't just dislike men, I hate them with a
And
passion.
guess what? I didn't help that either.
But because of my brother and my father, who actually is a vet and a male, those were the 2 men that ever had a great impact. I
And
deserve,
they'll be the only
you know.
ones because I am
Yeah.
not. They'll be
Well,
the only
I'm not
ones.
going to say any what could or could not, woulda, coulda,
That's
shoulda,
a
in
fact.
the past or
World,
present.
hear me very well. Those are the only 2 men in her life that makes a difference. I have screwed my chance up.
Well,
I have
you know,
killed that.
I
So
did
with
not.
that- so with that being
hold
said,
on. I need
it's
to
my
definitely
fault.
put on this
It's
thing
my
here
fault.
how
I killed
that marriage
Not her.
came about.
It
Because
started
obviously
because
there's 2
I-
stories.
Oh no, well
Okay,
see, I lied
because
from
I
the,
will
you know,
be
it's
telling
what it
God's
is.
honest truth. I was quite impressed that even though, you know, I was trying to help you in the shower, you know, because you was in pain, you didn't touch me.
Yeah.
I was really, really, really
Oh, by the way,
impressed
world,
with
that was the one thing. That's the only thing I ever did right.
You know,
the
and
only thing.
I
the
guess
only
at
thing.
one point I was so overwhelmed with that, and I had to take a second look.
And
And when I did, and I found that he was such a willing spirit
I should have
person.
known better, right? Right?
You know, it
Right.
began the conversation, and I clearly stated
I should have known
who
better.
I am and what I'm about.
I should have
And
known
I
better.
didn't lie about
Nope,
anything,
she
and
didn't.
even said,
Nope,
you know,
nope.
for your safety, I think we should do a rap, which
And
is
I
a
didn't.
recovery
Nope.
plan, because
I didn't.
the last thing I need for you to ever do is ever misunderstand me because of my trauma and things that I've been through. I don't want to go backwards. I want to move forward with my spirituality.
I screwed
Are
that up
you
too.
interested in learning your spirituality? Since you said you had a bad relationship and I had a bad relationship, let us begin this journey of not who we were, but in the presence of God,
And who we could
moving
become.
forward and getting established a relationship with Him.
I did
And
that.
He agreed.
I did that.
You wholeheartedly agree.
Yes.
And I said, if you have any issues or
I shoulda
any
came
back
up with
stuff
it. It
or
coulda
anything
came
you
up.
want to talk about,
It came
I'm
up.
willing to help you through
And I
it.
didn't.
And one of the first things I said to him, baby, you
Oh,
hungry.
God. And I couldn't understand what the hell she meant by that. What do you mean I'm hungry?
So
But
I
see,
broke
you know
it
what?
down.
And even when she did
You
break it
broke it
down,
down 'cause
I
you're
still
hungry for
denied it.
lust.
I still denied it.
And
I
I
did.
said, and I explained
did.
it, and even went through
I did.
workbooks and
Ow,
talked
ow,
about
ow, ow.
different things and communications and stuff and things, how these things, because I'm in recovery. I'm a sex addict,
And I should
you
have
know,
been
by
in
sign,
recovery. Yeah.
you know, by behavior, I'm what you call an incest survivor. So you know it's a difference when you live with a person that has been exposed
Too much.
to these behaviors, and that terrifies their sleep to the full. 7 years at this present time, I'm still sleep deprived because of the trauma. I'm unable to lay in a bed.
Period.
Okay, I sleep on the edge of the bed, still
She does.
frightened, still at this point in my life, remembering how all those people had raped me and took advantage of me. I didn't want to be a victim. I just stopped wanted the pain.
That's two things. One thing I never done, and that's raped her, because I know what that feels like to be raped. But you know what else? But you know what else, world? Given all of that she just said, she's absolutely, positively, brutally honest and correct. As you can see, I denied nothing. But see, that was my fault and my problem from the beginning, denial.
But the problem was
that was one of
he
them.
at never given point articulated
Never ever.
that I was unhappy. I didn't want this. And I continue ask every day.
Wait a minute.
Is anything wrong?
Hold on. And guess what? I said no. But guess what? You know why I said no? Because there was a statement made a long time ago, and it still stands today. But I try not to be that person anymore. Superman save a hoe. But she's not a hoe. My Superman mentality came from the person who I used to be years ago, and it's unfortunate. I'm trying to
But
get
it's not even about that.
Can I finish? I'll let you tape it. I'll let you get your little verbal on here.
That.
I'm going to finish the statement.
This
and I'm
is
going to
just like the cookie again.
Hey, I'm going to validate something. The reason why I said that Superman complex with me was,
Ron, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the fact that how you allow women, just because of your uncircumcision, your uncircumcision,
that had nothing to do with it.
It does. It has a lot to do with it. Because the funny part about this whole thing is you could go out and have sex with somebody 3 times you go back, but you can't fix the situation with you and I. And I don't mean no harm, but why work with the tools?
Sweetheart, hold on.
Hello?
Wait a minute.
No.
How'd you come to that conclusion about the circumcision had anything to do with it?
Because that's what you said.
Oh!
What?
That was booger.
Well, let booger be all over. I don't give a shit.
But continue
My
on.
point
Go
is
ahead.
this here.
Bomb me. Go ahead.
Ron, and this is real serious, and this is why I am where I am right now.
And this is why I am where I am right now.
I'm trying to love my husband.
And I'm trying to love my wife the best way I can with
and every time I try it, I'm either bleeding or I feel nasty. I feel like I don't belong in this bed. Somebody else belongs in this bed.
Sweetheart, what do you mean you're bleeding? Where?
I end up with STDs. I have vaginal itching. I don't like that shit. I've been too many times that I lived at Broad Lombard, the health center.
You told me that.
For STDs. Better yet, Ron, let me tell you. I had a simple infection that turned into an STD called Manila, left on trichomonia for 5 years. It was brown cottage cheese, and everybody called me Stinky Tracy. I'm not trying to go there. I had a problem being homeless, and nobody sticking around the field, make sure I had something to eat. So yes, I went through 70 men sucking their fucking cum. thinking that that's okay, at least that's some food better than no food. And I won't get sick. And then I turned around after God pointed it out.
God.
God
See,
pointed
that's
it
the
out.
point. That's
How
a,
sick I
how much
was.
of the equation is
And
it
I
there
needed to
now?
get help.
How much of the equation is it that now? Because see,
Okay. So
at the,
if you didn't care or you really love me, and then this is what really pisses me off.
That's what.
Why do you wait after the fact
Damn
when
it.
I'm actually, oh, I don't know how to pray, or I don't know what love is. When
If
I
it
said that to you in the beginning when I got there, I didn't know.
Sweetheart, listen here.
But
Beautiful
you
woman.
couldn't even
Beautiful
say,
woman.
you could go fuck somebody else
Sweetheart, and you know
because
the
of a compliment.
and then you know
And
what
yet
the worst,
you can't
you know what the
see
worst part about it
me.
is? And you know what, world? Let me tell you something. You see how she overtalks me, dominates me?
So does your daughter. So does Annie.
And so
You
guess
allowed
what?
them
And so
to
guess
threaten
what?
my life
And so
when I
guess what?
tried to be
Guess what?
somebody
If
to help and
today,
support.
by any miracle,
You hid
I
it.
get through this moment,
You lied.
watch what's going to come about. But right now, she needs to vent and speak her mind like she always has done.
No, I don't
You
vent.
see, by the
I'm not
token,
to, all
by
I
the
ask
token,
you
by the
to
token,
do
by the
is
token is,
allow truth to rattle
by the
off your
token,
cake.
by the
You
token,
still talk like the cookie. I stole the cookie.
Tracy, you know what?
I cheated. I lied. That doesn't mean nothing.
What-
Do you
let me ask you a
realize who
question.
I am?
Wait right here now. Can you please, for my audience who I'm going to send this to, can you please, for my edification, because maybe it's, I don't know if it's the way you explaining it, I just cannot get this concept because I'm getting confused by two things. The first one is, oh, we stole the cookie. Well, no, it's not about,
Right,
here's my bookmark.
Right? It's
Tracy,
about
let
you
me finish,
telling on yourself.
let me finish. No, then maybe I can get to what it is that needs to be said. This is where my computer comes in. Okay, the cookie complex. You stole the cookie. Okay. Well, Ryan, no, it's not about the act.
Ryan,
It's about why you did it.
no, it's
Which
far
one?
more than that.
Okay, so
The
can you?
cookie is this. I stole the cookie. Well, any and everybody steal the cookie. Is nothing abnormal about steal the cookie. Because what you're saying is, okay, I took your phone. Okay, well, that's no
a
big
prime
deal.
example. Keep going.
I took the phone.
Okay.
But here it is.
Yes.
When I steal your phone,
Uh-huh.
okay, and I know it's your phone,
Okay.
but I don't care that it was your phone, knowing it, and I feel as though I'm gonna take it. I could do what I want because you want to know something. You can't do nothing about it anyway. You're too weak, and you don't have no self-confidence. So I can take this phone and anything and everything else I want from you. And you want to know something, you can't do anything about it because you don't know it's me. Because you want to know something, I'm going to steal your cookie, take what I want, and I'm going to do what I want anytime I want to do. And you want to know something else?
Okay. Wow.
You can't even
That's what it
explain because you know what?
Wow.
I'm going to do this to you and
Wow.
anybody else because I
Wow.
don't care.
That's what it is. Oh, God, help me. That's what it is. God, help me. Tell me if I got this right. I don't care if it's on me out, as long as it's being heard. As long as it's being heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So now, this cookie concept that you're talking about is not that. What it is, because you're going to tell me if I'm wrong or not. I know you have no issue doing that. The cookie is you. As a matter of fact, I won't even take you.
Yeah, it ain't me.
I'm going to take, just say me. It's me. Oh, right. See, that changes it. Maybe I can still use, see, make sure I understand what you're saying. I am the cookie. I am the one who took the weaknesses or the things that were hurtful And instead of showing compassion
Which means
and,
if
and
I'm
no,
go
no,
ahead, go
I don't
ahead.
want no input from you at this point. I have to get this. In other words, just like you say, okay, Ron, I'm traumatized because I'm an incest survivor.
No, stick with you.
Okay, I'm traumatized because I was raped at 5 years old by an uncle.
And what else?
Okay,
And what else? And who else?
Tracy, no one else raped me after him.
Ron, you talked about your mother.
That's not
You
rape.
see,
That's not
Ron,
rape. That's oh God. You consider that rape? She, that oh God. You know what? How does that become a cookie dough? How does that, because someone took something that was traumatizing to me and used it against me to hurt me and let me know, just like the uncle who raped me, he, instead of saying, I'm sorry for what I did to you, he threatened to kill me if I told anyone, and he threatened to do it to me again if I told anyone. And because he did that to me, I was fearful and I shut down. I didn't speak about it to anyone, and I kept that in me all of those years and never expressed it to anyone.
but what do
Then
you think you're doing?
that cookie turned into bitterness. It turned
Resentment.
into
Come on, Ron.
it turned into resentment
And anger.
and fierce anger.
Now let's transfer it back.
How do you mean transfer something that back?
Look
How
at the
do you?
relationships that you encountered.
You never called her back.
Okay. Hi, I'm still trying to reach her. I'll wait for her to try to call me back. Do you want to make a fresh start tomorrow? This way she can plan a little better because she's already out trying to make her money now. Is it possible that we could schedule the time for tomorrow about 11 o'clock? And this way I can let her know, can you just drop me off and come back and pick me up at 3 o'clock? Is that better? Sunday. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Because that would be a better plan for me because I don't want to interrupt. And she's already, she left out this morning saying she's got to make some money and stuff. But if I could let her know in advance, that would be easier. Are you sure? Because, okay. Okay, so do you want me to try for tomorrow and let her know in advance? And this way she can plan around it? Well, the weather doesn't bother me. Okay. Okay.